Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. So a couple of years ago, I posted a video of a summons that I received for violating certain Department of Consumer Affairs regulations in New York City. And this was an interesting saga. I posted an update to this where I tried to figure out what the law was by emailing and calling the Department of Consumer Affairs so that I could be told what the law was. And that resulted in this.
Does that have to get entered into the Leads Online database, or how does that work?
I also then tried to actually pay my settlement offer, because if I don't pay the settlement offer, I could be liable for a fine of up to $15,000. However, you could not pay the fine in person because the DCA office was closed. I couldn't pay it by mail because the settlement offer did not arrive by mail until about 1 or 2 days before the actual hearing, meaning that it would have never arrived in time. And I couldn't pay it online because, as I go over in this video, New York City's website didn't work. So I was forced to go to the hearing. This hearing went on for 3 hours and 48 minutes. And it's not something that I was going to post while I still had a business or myself in New York City, because I didn't want to deal with the potential retaliation. But now that I no longer have a business or myself in New York City, I thought that I would allow all of you to listen to the beautiful, painstaking 3 hour and 48 minutes I spent on hold with the Department of Consumer Affairs and the Oath Court to try and pay a basic fine.
Welcome to Remote Access for the New York City Office of Administrative Trials and Hearings, powered by Court Call.
To connect to your meeting, please enter your assigned code. One moment, please. We did not.
Welcome to Remote Access for the New York City Office of Administrative Trials and Hearings, powered by Court Call.
To connect to your meeting, please enter your assigned code.
The New York City Office of Administrative Trials and Hearings welcomes you. Your code has been validated. We are experiencing extended delays today and apologize. Your hearing officer will be with you as soon as possible. If you have a question before your hearing, this will be your last opportunity to ask the Help Center questions by emailing manhelpcenter@oath.nyc.gov.
The host has not yet arrived. Please wait for the host.
think in the Selma, I should try to get some. I'm on hold. I'm stuck on hold. I have something to do.
Mm. Scam.
Did the vet say he could get diabetes?
No,
Why did the vet say that he needs to go on a diet?
he's just tubby. Like, he's even tubbier now. But the thing is that he's more aggressive and it's whining. He will treat it like we don't feed him. But how can this cat eat more food than Clinton? Oh my God.
The most upvoted comment is saying that he has a parasite. Take him to the vet.
You can take him to the vet and say, does Oreo have a parasite? Let's see. They'll say, can you imagine if the vet says, no, he's just a fat cat? I don't know how he would get a parasite. That's the other thing.
He is a parasite. I tried a high wall cat ball, an elevated cat ball, and finally this plate.
I said he drags the food into the bathroom. Best part when he's finished with the food, he yells, forgetting he left chocolate in his mouth. Yes, I am stuck.
I was thinking of getting a portable setup so that I can record on the go. Like one of those little red boxes and a tiny thing for my microphone stand. I was thinking of getting a camera. So let's say I want to do interviews or something. But I want something that's more portable. I can't plug microphones into that. Yeah, I can only plug this little shotgun mic into it. But how do you do an interview with that? No, but how do you do an interview if the microphone is far away from the person? It'll sound all reverby. Yeah, but then it'll sound like shit because you're far away from it. I was looking at the Sony AX53. Maybe I just want to buy a new toy, but I shouldn't be buying toys. Did you see the comments on my COVID vaccine video? My audience is like, I'm really fucking disappointed. No way. I just got a phone call and it cut off the phone call that I was on hold on for 2 hours with the city. Oh wait, no, thank God it didn't. Oh, it just... Man. I'm gonna be on hold for a while. Erica, why am I hesitating on buying a camera for my portable setup? If I'm traveling and I want to be able to, let's say, do a video on a Quentin, what's your name?
We're just buying.
Oh.
yourself, then I'll be free eventually. Up today and a video. Unsurprisingly, someone got mugged. It's a pretty common occurrence. So I've told you guys several times, if you guys visit New York, please do not carry invaluable on you. Please make sure you watch your back. And I think that I'm in person because if you carry a purse, it's very easy for someone to snatch it from. For instance, right? Let's say you're walking down the street, you're carrying your purse, let's say you're carrying your handbag, someone can creep up behind you, just, whack your arm, grab your purse, and run off. Now, in Hawaii, you don't have to deal with it. But from my experience, I haven't heard anyone get this sort of like whack your hand treatment or so. But in New York, there are so many people who are very predatory. People who to attack you, and they will scope you out, and they will be waiting to find the next victim. People might think in the subway because there's a lot of people over there. However, that is wrong. Do not think you are safe in a crowded area in New York. Seriously, you've got to make sure you're very aware of your surroundings, because when you are outside, from what I notice, people who are criminals, people who are up to no good, they don't care if there's a lot of people around them. They don't care if it's daytime, afternoon, or nighttime. If it's a busy weekday, right, or weekend, they will do what they do because they know nobody is going to stop them. Typically, these people are very cautious, and I'll say that straight up. So, this happened on Sunday, and I know that I forgot if I exactly went to this bus, this subway on Sunday, but I did to a transfer for sure, and I forgot what time I was on the bus, but I could have just been stepping off. I'm not the bus. I could have just been stepping off. So I'm going to play this and pause it every so often. If you guys want to see it, the link is in the description. See that? So the guy grabbed the backpack, and here's the thing I was like, how the hell does someone just grab the backpack like that? Because when you have a backpack, it does that around both arms, right? Now look. See, so he was such in a rush. Look at this. He was such in a rush. He just like walked right into the freaking pillar. So you can see the two backpack straps. Some people say that if you wear a backpack, you're more safer than if you wear a handbag, and I completely agree. So a woman's handbag or a woman's purse is this. Woman, let me go, stuff, go. So a woman's purse, wait a minute, oh, frick, that's so Google. No. Okay, you guys know how a woman's purse, right? So see these little handles over here? See the handles? Yeah, you don't want to carry this around New York. You don't want to do this, okay? This will be like robbing. It's very easy for a person to just, like I said, grab it from you and run off. This person would have not hesitated to take it if it was a purse. I remember when I told people I was going to come to New York, I had this one person and they said, don't carry a purse on you, Eric. And I said, well, why not? And they said, well, you can easily tell who is a tourist in New York and who is not. Because a tourist will carry a purse, but a person who's lived in New York for a long time will not carry a purse. So that lasted with me. I carry a crossbody, so I carry something like this. So if you guys ever see my purse, and you guys have seen it in like several videos, it's this like blue sports bag that looks kind of bummy. It looks like it's cheap, or it looks kind of juvenile. There's a reason why I want to just stay with that purse, because when I looked at it, right, if you were to steal a purse, right, when you were to steal a purse that looks like this, right, or would you rather steal a purse that looks more high value? If I was a thief, I would not even bother targeting this purse, because this probably looks like it got some used tissues in there and some, gum wrapper. just being frank, right? So if you have something sleek like this, right, this looks like, hey, maybe there's something valuable in here. So let's go back to the video. So how did this guy get the backpack so easily off the woman that quickly? Look what he did. He whacked her on the head. Look at this. Hold on, man. Frick, I'm so sorry, guys. He hit her on the head. So yeah, I love how they have, at least, I wish they told like what height he is or something like that, but I guess that's too much identifying information. Maybe she just couldn't get the good ID. But see, I know that she wasn't, I know other people witnessed this, right? They probably saw what was happening. At least one other person. but nobody said anything. Or that guy just ran off and he bolted. So, yeah, what did he take? Let's see what he took. So what they didn't share in this one was it wasn't a MacBook. So, yeah, this guy got like what? Well, depending on what year it is, maybe like a $500 to $1,000 MacBook or so, pre-owned. Yeah. So I want to show you really quickly what happened. So if you look really closely, she actually has both straps on one shoulder. So because it's not on both shoulders, it serves like a purse, right? Remember the purse? Remember I was telling you guys stay away from a purse? Yeah. So he saw this, right? Same as you just keep it on one shoulder, right? One shoulder over here. He saw this and he said, hey, all I have to do is whack this woman in the head. She's going to fall down, she's going to be stunned, and he can easily grab the backpack straps off her. For me, I always keep it as a crossbody, right? I keep my thing as a crossbody. So if anybody wants to take my purse, they have to physically get me down and then pull that thing over my head. And I don't want to jinx anything over here, but I think it's less of a chance of someone targeting me because.
Game on.
Huh?
Game on.
Yes. Let's get that wood. Knock out wood. I got wood in cabinet too.
You got wood?
I think there's less of a chance of someone targeting me based because I have a funny-looking sports bag and I have a crossbody. And you know when I walked outside with the bags that I carry with me are these like funny-looking Fresh Direct bags, and it is intentional. Let me show you my Fresh Direct bag. These bags are amazing, by the way. Amazing. This is the bag that I carry around with me all the time. These kind of bags, they're great because you can fold them over. You know, they're portable. They're basically indestructible, and they're very wide. So yeah, I've used them many times. I use these bags, I feel like at least 3 times a week. I haven't had to throw away any of them because they're very durable. And I think I have about 8 of them in the apartment. Yeah, 8. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys over here. So someone said you can cut the straps in 2 seconds. Yeah, but not too many people are gonna cut the straps on a funny looking bag, right? Are you gonna waste your time if you're a thief cutting the straps of just some random funny looking bag? Most likely not. If I was a thief, I would target a person who has a nicer bag, or I would actually want to target a backpack, because if someone's carrying a backpack, typically they're carrying something of value, either be a camera or a laptop, most definitely, right? A laptop bag, and that's the one that you want to selectively try this stuff out. So go back over here. See, whack. Look at that. He had no apprehension whacking her on the head. See? Boom! He just clocked her. But you can't even, you know, it's like if you're walking, just be mindful, okay? Like, please be mindful that you might think you're walking to safety, but if you're clocked on the side of the head, you fall down, someone can grab your bag that way. This happens in other places, not just New York, but I'm showing you guys this kind of stuff because, well, I'm in New York right now. And I'm going to wrap this up by telling you guys, if you guys want to visit New York, be very mindful about your safety. Some people say it's a very beautiful city. Lots of people, big apple, lots of places to eat at, but with many people, you also can have many criminals. And if you are a tourist and you're dressed up for whatever reason, and you're alone especially, if you're alone, you can get robbed. But don't think that, let's say if you're a woman and you're out with your boyfriend, no person's going to attack you, because I have read about several instances where, let's say, a couple is out on the street or out on the subway, and then a person tells them, give me your ring, give me your wedding ring. And they don't take it seriously, right? And then they draw out a weapon, and then they have to give out their jewelry. So if any of you guys have jewelry, wedding rings, engagement rings, anything that looks like it's over $50, in my opinion, any gold, any, that kind of stuff, don't bring it to New York, okay? Do not bring it to New York. You are going to cry if you go on the subway, let's say with your significant other, and someone points a weapon at you, and they say, yeah, give me a diamond ring, because, you're not gonna be able to do no verbal wing chun on them either, okay? It's true. You're not gonna be able to. What the smart thing you should do is just give them your, what? I don't want to do this right now. I'm streaming.
I'm taking your jewelry.
No, I mean, I don't want to.
I'm gonna take your bag.
Huh? No, but you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to become a target. And I know some people like they because not in my area. Yeah, I don't doubt that your area is definitely safer than New York, but if you're coming into New York or any high crime city or so, be smart about it. You don't need to show off your beautiful engagement ring or your beautiful jewelry to people here, because you will not just attract people who love your jewelry, right? People who will be like, wow, that's a really pretty necklace. You'll also attract a very predatory thing. And I want you guys to just go home. If you're going over here vacationing, go home with all your valuables. But the best way you can do that if you're visiting New York is $1,000. If you do want to wear jewelry, my suggestion would be buying some cheap jewelry. Go to TJ Maxx. Go and buy some, fake gold jewelry. I know this is cool things that look naughty, but, fake gold jewelry or, some kind of, faux kind of metal. You can go to Marshalls and buy stuff that looks good. But if anyone decides to rob you for whatever reason, right? Let's say you buy $20 necklace and someone thinks it's real gold and they take it from you, right? You're not going to feel guilty if someone takes your $20 necklace, because you'll feel like you got the last laugh. Okay, go freaking sell this cheap necklace. Go sell it at a pawn shop and see how that works out. So I don't have any high value jewelry because I'm very worried that I don't want high value jewelry because we are in New York. And I don't like the idea of having something high value jewelry. It's like freaking jewelry depreciates, right? So just be cognizant of that. And I know that some people, they spend a lot of money on their jewelry. Some of the pieces are heirloom pieces, very sentimental. All it takes is one bad person to confront you for you to lose that piece forever. It sounds like I'm fear-mongering you guys, I know that, but understand that this is not something that I am saying because I'm feeding into this news, but this is also because of my interaction. And I find that if you look like you have money, even if it looks like you don't feature a lot of money, if you carry a lot of stuff on you, like that one time I came back from dumpster diving, remember that one? The guy who did the broke bottle thing? People are always watching and looking for the next thing. And they don't have any remorse if they steal from you. Just even if you look like, even if you don't look like a mean, angry person or anything tonight, you could look like a nice person, you could, mind your own business, but some people, they see how you are, they see yourself, and they will pick on you. They will say, okay, so there's this person who's kind of weak. I'm going to ask them to give me a wallet because I can do it. And then they get this kind of evil kind of thrill from it, like a pathetic thrill from it, because they're like, ooh, look at me, I can rob this skinny woman. And yeah, I took her stuff. Ha ha ha. I came out ahead with her wallet or her phone or something like that. So I also don't carry cash on me as well. I used to carry cash on me, but I decided against it because I figured, hey, if anybody wants to steal my stuff, right? I'd be like, I don't have any cash on me. Like, what the hell? I don't carry any valuables when I walk out. It's like, okay, I got my wallet. I got my wallet. I got my phone. I got my credit card. I got my keys. And that's it, basically. I got a can of cat food in case I come up, I see a stray cat, but an extra face mask. That's all about a water bottle. That's all I carry in my purse. It's very minimalistic, and I like to keep it that way because I don't want to have a big bag. Because if you have a big bag, just like a backpack, right? You can send a message to someone like, hey, this person has a lot of valuables in it. They'll see it like a suitcase full of money. And when I was in Hawaii, I used to have a lot of bucket bags. Like I used to wear my handbag, right? My shoes. Bucket bag. My handbag in Hawaii used to be one of these like it used to be like one of those big it's kind of like this size bag. You see how big these bags are? I used to carry these. Ooh, so the green one, like that. So you could put a whole bunch of stuff in here, but if you were a thief, you could think like, hey, this woman, she must have a laptop in here. So be mindful about your bag size. Don't get any of these purses, just my opinion, right? Remember I told you they could knock you down and steal your purse? So no purse, no bucket bag, go with the frickin' crossbody. Go with the crossbody. Like this, ain't no one gonna want to really steal this thing from you. I know it's not aesthetic, but if you are in New York, you gotta think about how people perceive you. And let's say if I had to buy another person, I could think about my safety. I would want something that looks kind of cheap. Looks funny. So like this style bag, this is like actually like that, and I think that looks like a very pathetic. Like this. Okay, that one's kind of nice. Yeah, something that looks kind of like like that. I don't think too many people would target this bag. Okay. That's a little big, but yeah. It doesn't look like it's like a high quality, expensive bag, and that's really what you want. Something like this. Most likely it's not valuable. So with sports bags, I had never thrown away a sports bag. I've had bags since high school, and they're still going strong. So if you guys want to buy a bag that I feel like can last you for at least 20 years, I want to say for life, but I don't want to make that judgment, because I would say go with the Le Sport Sac. If it becomes dirty, you can put it in the washing machine. The ribbon might fade. You see that little Le Sport Sac lining over here? You see that little Le Sport Sac logo there? That's actually a printed ribbon, so be mindful. It does fade if you put it in the wash, or if you just have wear and tear when it rubs against something. But you know what? It's freaking fine. I also would not recommend buying it new. Buy it pre-owned. See, so you can see like some of these things. See, it's like $18.99. I like buying it off of eBay or Mercari. Usually my bags I get them for about $8 shipped. $8 shipped, by the way. And I think that's a really great price for a bag. I used to really like collecting handbags, and I still don't mind having a nice handbag, but this is really not the place where you want to rip off like, oh, I have a Balenciaga bag, or I got a Goyard bag, or I got this nice purse over here. I mean, you can do it, you know, you have the right and prerogative to do it, but don't cry if this thing gets stolen because someone else recognizes that's Goyard. And Louis Vuitton or Gucci, yeah, you might carry that bag and then give it off to a thief who's like, yeah, I got a free Gucci. Some chick had a purse and she was on the subway and she was walking down the street. So don't get people that pleasure. Let's see over here. Man, the more I hear about New York Place, the more I don't care about it. Yeah. I agree with you. You know, it's like New York is a place where people go about their business. There is crime here, obviously. There is assault here. There is shoe, you know what I'm talking about? Putting on shoes. I'm just going to say putting on shoes. There is also poke attacks over here. Home invasions over here as well. Yeah. Yeah, they don't have any pity. They don't have any remorse. They will attack you, or they will steal from you, or they will, do things to you, and they just don't give a crap. They're very hardened. And it's like you plead with them. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I showed you guys one video where there was this one dumb freaking woman. Okay, I'm gonna call it out as it is. She was so stupid that someone tried to point a weapon at her, and it misfired. I forgot what I named that street, but the weapon misfired, and she tries to tell the guy, like, oh, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do this. I mean, he's pointing it directly at her, okay? One, firing, and, extinguishing her. So she tries to talk him down. I mean, she's not a freaking FBI negotiator, okay? This is just a regular freaking woman, okay? And then, you know what he does after she tries to talk him down? He tries to fire again at her. And I'm like, oh my freaking God. Like, this is 2 freaking times he could have, did that to her. And it's like, I get it. It's like, why would you just look directly at a person who's pointing something at you? You run, right? Or you duck, or I don't know, if you're good with weapons, or if you're good with like hand-to-hand combat, maybe you think you can disarm him, but I'm not one of those people. And I know people are gonna say, Erica, you shouldn't be sitting here. I'm gonna call it as if she was a dumb, thieving woman, okay? Like, you do not try to ration with any person, at least not in New York if they have, because, yes, in my opinion, they are battle-hardened. They don't have empathy for you. They do not care what they do to you. They just want to, for whatever reason, take your stuff or harm you, even if you're minding your own business. Do not think that these people are like, warm and fuzzy. They're like, oh, I couldn't help it. I was just bored. I just had this thing in my arm, and I just wanted to do it because I wanted to see what would happen if I fired it. But yeah, I didn't have to fire it at you. I was just casually walking down the street, and I thought, hey, you know what? Let's try and do this directly at you. Like, no. There are so many people who are not good in New York, people who are not mentally right in New York either, and it's sad. I don't know why that is. I really don't know why that is. I told you that before, like, man, I came from Hawaii being like a freaking lamb over here. And it's like, oh, it's not that bad. And then I started seeing things, and I started hearing about things, and I started noticing things. And eventually, you have to accept, even if you came from a nice tropical little island, there's a reason why Hawaii is a much funny place. You know why? Because we're separated from the total in New York. That's why.
Hello, Eche. Little aloha in my day. It's a little aloha around the world.
We got quite a freaking distance.
Hello, Eche. A little aloha in my day. It's a little aloha.
Seriously, it's like, okay, big whoop. Okay, you park your bike and your bike got stolen. So what do people do in Hawaii? They borrow a bike. It's called a Biki bike, B-I-K-I. It's kind of like the city bikes in New York. And people say like, okay, they'll pay for the bike. So you can get like a multi-pack. I think it's like $15 or $20. Ride your bike, and then let's say you want to go to the supermarket. If there's a Biki charging station, you drop your bike off there. So you don't own the bike. You don't have to worry about someone stealing your bike while you're going off to the supermarket. You just drop it off in the station. That's it.
Hello, Eche. A little aloha in my day.
Whatever. Bike theft. There's also car theft too, but you have something like a Milton, which is 2001.
Nobody wants
Corolla, top of the line stuff over here.
Nobody wants some shitty Milton.
Yeah, exactly. See, I have a yeah, let's take that freaking car. Let's take it out for a joyride, right? No one gives a crap about a 2001 Toyota Corolla. And my car is like, it's like it looks old, and it has like, I don't know, okay, let me show you how this car looks like. 2001 Toyota Corolla. It's a great looking car.
L-O-H-A.
Look at this.
A little aloha in my day.
Top of the line, you know, anti-theft kind of thing. I mean, like, yeah, maybe you could steal something.
It's a little aloha.
Just like the gasoline in there, but other than that, like, some people might feel like, man, I can't take grandma's car because, you know, they're probably expecting to have a new Kia in there or a flip phone in there, or, you know, bigger one. But I like my car very much. It works for the car. It doesn't have any fancy cameras on there or sensors or GPS navigation. So, yeah. So just stay under the radar in New York. And I think it's a good thing. You know, if you do not spend money on an expensive bag like a Goyard or a Vuitton or a Gucci or a Chloe, you can save that money and invest it or you put it towards something else that a person cannot freaking steal, right? If you invest in, let's say, I don't know, if you want to invest in, let's say, an exercise machine, right? It's going to be hard to steal a freaking treadmill. Okay, most people, I would not recommend getting exercise machines. But you can see, it's like, I think that handbags overall are such a waste of money. It's really like, what's the freaking point of a handbag? Just carry things from one place to another. People carry nice handbags because it makes them feel good, or they like the design, or they just like having the little piece of luxury, right? Like, ooh, look at me, I don't have this like bummy looking sports bag, I got this expensive $800 bag. But yeah, again, New York thieves, they also see freaking $800 walking on someone's arm. They're gonna say, hey, look, it's free cash over there, let me take it. So I know that before I used to have a really negative stance about counterfeits, but after living in New York, I would be upfront with you guys. I would rather buy a fake bag than a real bag, because if you're in New York, expect it to possibly get stolen from you. So I would not buy a real LV bag or a real Gucci bag or a real designer bag. My $800 bag, another $800 bag, and I guess the freaking thief, another thief is gonna steal my bag from me, and they're gonna be like, hey, look at that chick, she has so much money, she has so much nice bag. No, F that. But yeah, if you want to save money, just go with the freaking less sports bag. You don't have to worry about it doing this whole freaking cycle. Bags are nice, but bags do not make a person. It's like one of those things where if you have a black bag, it's like, does anyone really give a shit about your bag? Not really. It's just like, it carries really my cell phone, my water bottle, my little water bottle, my keys, and, you know, I don't really see the point of having an $800 bag to carry, let's say, $150 worth of items in there, right? Big thing being what we call it. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, so look at this. I hear they have cheap. Yeah, so backpacks are more useful, but I hope you guys remember, make sure you have two straps around your arms in New York. Right, let me show you guys this. Don't be like this one woman who had both of them on one shoulder, because this is like just like a purse, right? 2 straps, 2 shoulders. Okay, remember that. 2 straps, 2 shoulders. Yeah, people have fake Rolexes too. You know what, like, fake Rolexes, look, as long as you're not, I don't mind if someone wants to have, like, an image of a Rolex. I used to be, like I said, I used to be very intolerant of counterfeit stuff, but now I'm like, you know what, if a person wants to have, like, a fake Rolex or fake shoe, you know, fake designer shoes, and they rather spend, let's say, $30 for the fake rather than spend 25,000 for the real one, right? And go for it. Go for it. Because it's like, yeah, people have better things to spend their money on. I don't feel the need to have an expensive item that all it does is just tell me the frickin' time, right? It's like, okay, well, and what if it gets stolen? I'm going to be crying if I was a guy and my frickin' Rolex got stolen. Because it's like, I don't know, it's like some people might say like a Rolex is chump change for them, it's like 2 pennies, but for most people, it's either one of those watches that they wish they can own, or they have to save up for it. And for someone to just take that Rolex would be very heartbreaking.
I hope nobody steals your Rolex, Erica.
Huh?
I hope nobody steals your Rolex, Erica.
I don't have a Rolex. I don't have any watch. I could have picked up a freaking baby G on Sunday, like a free one, but I decided against it. And I was like, frick, I don't need the watch, right? I can take home the baby G, put a battery in it, but what's the point of me having the baby G if I don't wear it?
This conference is being recorded. Now joining your meeting.
Whoa, Erica.
What?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, how are you? This is from Oath. I'm the hearing officer that's going to be doing the hearing today. So,
Good to meet you.
Hello. You're my first. Good afternoon. So what? Let's see. What is your name first?
My name is Louis Rossman.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you say that slower?
Louis, Louis.
Louis.
Rossman, Rossmann.
Mann. Okay, great, Mr. Rossman. Okay, I'm going to now. Gee, they haven't put it up yet. Okay, I have to get the summons for this, but interestingly, they haven't put it up yet on the email. That's usually already here. So anyway, I'll wait a moment or two. Here it is. Here it is. Comes right on. Okay, good. So this looks like, let's see. I'm going to open it up. Okay. Okay, so give me a moment. I'm going to go get the summons and any of the material that they have for me, and I'll be right back. And we'll start the hearing. Okay.
Ah, yeah, take your time.
Okay. Thank you. What do you know? There it is. Okay.
Ah, beautiful.
Doing something every day. Okay, I'm finding the summon now. So I, in all of the normal summonses that I deal with, you have to put a 0 in front, and I couldn't find this one, and I was told that in a DCA you don't use the 0. So there you go. So
that tricked me for 2 weeks trying to pay one of my fines. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. We're now, we're all remote, so it used to be you'd work certain days of the week, and, certain days it'd be one type of case or another, and now we're all subject to whatever comes in. And so this is my first experience with Department of Consumer and Worker Protection. So let's see if I can read this. I'm trying to get it larger, because for some reason we can't print today. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to read the violation. It's summons number 21M00454. The agency that issued it is Department of Consumer and Worker Protection. The respondent is Rossman Repair Group, Inc.
Welcome to Remote Access for the New York City Office of Administrative Trials and Hearings, powered by Court Call.
To connect to your meeting, please enter your assigned code.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Oh my gosh.
This conference is being recorded.
The New York City Office of Administrative Trials and Hearings welcomes you. Your code has been validated. We are experiencing extended delays today and apologize. Your hearing officer will be with you as soon as possible. If you have a question before your hearing, this will be your last opportunity to ask the Help Center questions by emailing manhelpcenter@oath.nyc.gov.
Now joining your meeting.
Hello?
Hey, looks like our call dropped.
Mr. Rossman? Oh, good.
Yes, our call dropped. I'm here. I'm still here. Yes.
Excellent. I was just sending a search party out for you.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Okay, excellent. So I was just about to read the summons into the record, if I can find it again. I think yes. Okay, good. So it's summons number 21M00454, issued on March 22, 2021 by the Department of Consumer and Worker Protection. It names Rossman Repair Group, Inc. as respondent. And let's see what else it says here. Okay, it's charging a violation of Section 5-37 of Title 6 of the Rules of the City of New York. Let me write that, 5-37, 6RCNY, which says refund policy is not conspicuously posted. At time of inspection, the store was open, but failed to have its refund policy posted. There was no refund policy sign at the entrance or at the point of sale. Okay, well, I guess they said that several times. And today is the first hearing date. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else on this summons. What I don't know off the top of my head is what the penalty would be if sustained. So I have to look that up. But and the place of occurrence, it seems to say 141 West 27th Street in Manhattan, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that is one of the penalty sections I have not printed out ahead of time. If you can bear with me for another minute, I'll go get it and hopefully see what's required for this. Okay.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it like That would go here.
WWM for certain streams, then it's like a watch with me. And if you guys want to watch it, you guys can come. I'll let you know if guys have a community post, and I'm probably like 5 minutes away from making this video, but this is 47 minutes, and I don't want to talk while he's talking as well. You know, we do live in a studio apartment, it's kind of small. Yeah, I don't want to really play this thing right now. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. See you.
This was 5-37. 40. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go, let's see if I do this. Find. That would be, control, F. And what we're looking for is 5. That's previous.
I have a settlement offer that I received from the city for $175. I'm curious if that is perhaps a valid penalty for this. Now, the officer from the DCA said that if you cure the violation, which is you show proof that you fixed it, it can be $0. I was just going to pay the fine just to be done with it, but I have a settlement offer that I had received for $175. Does that sound around correct for this?
Well, I'm trying to look it up. I'm looking up in the penalty schedule for that section. So I'll be able to tell you that in a moment. And is that settlement offer still valid once you come to the hearing?
Here's the interesting thing. I had 2 summonses, and one of them I could pay before the hearing. This one I can't pay before the hearing. So I'm more than happy to pay the settlement offer. I'm not disputing that I was in the wrong here. I moved locations, and when I moved locations, I forgot to take the sign. So I'm, by all means, I'm guilty here. So I received the settlement offer, but I'm not able to. They said that you would have to go to the hearing to pay the settlement offer. So I'm not here to dispute that what I did was incorrect. I just wanted to pay my settlement offer of $175 if possible.
Okay. So now what I'm going to do, since again, admittedly, I have never done a consumer affairs case before. So I'm just going to call my boss or my manager, because I know in some cases when they give you a settlement offer, you have to accept it, or if you come to the hearing, it's no longer on the table, and other times it's the opposite. So if we can find out what that is, then we can deal with that right away.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, I cured my violation online, so there's a thing to cure your violation, but it doesn't tell you if you will have to pay. It says if you cure your violation, you may be eligible to pay nothing. I think that's unfair because, again, I was in violation here. I did do something wrong, so I was just here to pay the $175. The scary thing is it said if you don't pay the settlement, you could be eligible for a fine of up to $15,000, and that's why I want to be clear that I'm not opposing the settlement offer. I agree that I'm not here to argue with you that I was in the right when I was in the wrong. So.
Yeah. No, I understand. I just, you've got me at a little bit of a disadvantage because I'm not familiar with this, but
I'm primarily hoping that your lack of familiarity doesn't result in $15,000.
Yeah, no. Well, the 15,000 definitely is a default judgment, which once you're here in a hearing, that goes away. There's no default when you arrive.
Yeah, 'cause I had a heart attack while I was on hold and then when the call dropped, I had another heart attack.
So let me just I just must I don't want to get this wrong. So let me here.
Yeah, and if it's possible to ask if there's a way for you to see that there's a way to cure your settlement, and I cured it online with nyc.gov/DCA.
Yeah,
if there's a way you could ask that, that would be great. So great.
Yeah, I mean it's funny. I'm very familiar with fire cases, and they have the ability to cure on certain days. But the one who offers the cure is the fire department itself, and so and they have the rules of when it has to appear, when it has to arrive. And I'm just looking at all these penalty schedules. All right.
I'm sure with the remote work thing that they have tossed all of you into things without preparation. So but by all means, take your time. It hasn't been great fun for us either.
Normally we're per diem workers, and so normally, and also on the summons itself, it normally tells you what the penalty is, and it didn't on this one unless I missed it. Let me look at that again.
Well, I can give you a spoiler here, and on my settlement offer, it says that you have 30 days from the date that it's issued to do a cure offer, and it did not arrive in the mail until 35 days after the date that was on it. So I can already tell you that it's likely past that. Yeah, it says date March 24th, and I did not get this in the mail until April 1st.
Oh, okay, yeah. This is done by the first hearing date. Well, the first hearing date is May 4th, which is today. But
May 1st. Yeah, I got that wrong. Yeah, so my date here says March 24th, and this arrived in the mail around May 1st.
Yeah.
So right. I cured my violation yesterday, but I'm sure that I'm outside of the 30 days.
Okay, well let me go directly. Yes, question of getting him on the phone. So that is Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, I have a question for you. I have a hearing now. It's for DCA, which I've never done before, and I found the summons, and I found the violation. I don't see anywhere on the summons the penalty. Right, I went to the penalty schedule, and it's very tiny and very confusing. Right. Okay. Now, the gentleman mentioned that he was offered a settlement offer of $175, but I don't know how that runs, if once he comes to the hearing, if it's still valid or not. But okay. That's right. That's like with other agencies. Now, today is the first hearing date, but I didn't get any notice of a, or maybe I did. Maybe there is I did. Right. Okay, good. Because you know what it is? The emails are coming several minutes apart. so I didn't catch it. Okay. Well, that's the first. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Right. Right. Okay. Okay. And he's basically acknowledging that he did it, and he said that he fixed it yesterday, but I don't know. No, it's refund policy was not conspicuously posted. Right. Yeah. All right. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. Yep. Yep. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Great. Okay. Okay. Bye bye. All righty. Here we go. There is a party that I didn't see from DCA who was supposed to be at the hearing. So where is that? Oh, here it is. Okay. That's what I missed. And I have to send this out to them. There we go. Here we go. Okay. So somebody's going to come join us from the Department of Consumer Affairs. And in the meantime, he told me how to find the... now, why is this not going through? What? Go like that. Go like that. Okay, good. So that goes out. Okay. And someone will join us shortly. And in the meantime, go to the schedule. Uh-huh. Yay. Again. Hello?
Yes.
Did someone just join us?
I heard a little noise.
No. Yeah, no, usually that means the petitioner's on, but it's
That
fooling
must have
us
just
at
been
the
in my
moment.
head.
No, you heard it. I heard it. Okay. Okay, I just have to, let's see. What did I say? This was just issued past 2018. Let me just check the date. It was issued on March 22, 2001. Okay. So, if the penalty schedules go by when it was issued, and so the oldest one I have is September 2018. Oh no, yeah. Okay, so let's see if that's the one.
Would it be helpful if I sent you a copy of my settlement agreement that I have?
Oh, it wouldn't hurt, absolutely. And for what my manager said, it is possible that you in some instances that it might once that it might not be valid anymore once we have the hearing. But that hopefully the petitioner will be able to help me with that. Okay.
The concerning part there is because this wasn't pay. I have two summonses, and this was not payable online. So the reason that I made it to the hearing, because I really didn't want to waste all your time, was because it was not the system would not allow me to enter this record ID as one that I can pay.
Yeah.
Which was highly confusing.
Yeah.
So
right.
I'm more than happy to just pay the settlement because I feel bad taking up your time and your day.
Oh no, that's what I'm here for. But this is. Right now, I have to go through this in order to do this properly. But if you want to send that, I can give you my email address. Okay. And
sure.
Yeah, and that is .nyc.gov, G-O-V. Okay.
Okay.
So did someone just join us now? I'm sorry? I didn't hear what you said. Okay. So this may not be right because I can't find it. Doesn't go up to the 5. Okay, I think we're heading in the right direction. Maybe not.
21.
5-36.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello. Hi there.
Hi, this is.
What is your name again? I'm sorry. Okay, thank you.
Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
I'm the hearing officer from Oath. And also on the line with us is Louis Rossman, who is, I presume, the owner of the Rossman Repair Group, that's the petitioner. And I've read the violation into the record, and I'm not familiar with DC cases so far, so I was trying to find the penalty amount for this violation, which is 6 RCNY 5-37, and Mr. Rossman is in the process of emailing me a settlement offer that he received.
I see.
Yeah, so I don't know, in different agencies deal with settlement offers differently. So hopefully you'll fill that in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is just the one count for 5-37?
Yes, one count for not posting a refund
policy
schedule, right? I think.
Now, let me ask you something. Have you received any photographs from my supervisors?
No, I have not.
Okay, so I'll have to forward that. I have your email here.
You have it?
Who
you want
else
me to give
do I
it
have
to you?
send this to? Yeah, I'm looking at the email correspondence. I'm trying to see where is your email.
I just sent you over the settlement offer that I received from the city for $175, and
Mr. Rossman
I also
sent
you.
Okay.
Yeah, and I also sent you the 2 signs that we added to the store, and I also sent you the cure record. So the DCA's website would allow me to try to cure the violation, but it would not allow me to pay the settlement. I was told I would have to attend the hearing to do that. So I received a settlement of $175 for this from the DCA. Of the 2 summonses that I received, this one I could not pay online, so that's why I'm here. But I just said I'm not opposing this summons. So this is the 175 settlement that I emailed you. I would have paid it earlier if the website allowed me to, but it didn't. But I'm more than happy to pay the 175. I also sent proof that we've resolved the violation with a refund policy as well as a policy on written estimates.
Okay, so I just received your email, Mr. Rossman, and let's see, there's a few things here. Let's easy come, easy go. Come on, stay in place. Okay.
No, I would have to receive that as well.
Yes.
Can I give you my email address?
Yes, I can send it all to you directly. So what is your email?
.nyc.gov.
.nyc.gov, and I just missed the first part. I'm sorry. Okay, all right. Let's see if I have that right, and let's see if I can.
Yeah, just attach what Mr. Lastman sent. This way I have his email as well.
All right, so I'm going to just forward this, if I can do that. Move forward. Okay, forward to. Let me get rid of that. And that's at DCA, right?
Right.
At DCA dot NYC dot gov.
Good.
Okay. So now, if I did this correctly, it should go. Let's hope it does. Okay. And I'm going to look at these items. I'm also not able to print today. Okay, so here's a sign. I mean, you'll see it in a moment, but there's a sign, refund policy. And Mr. Rossman, where is this first sign?
This is in the front of the store, in the front of the store on the wall.
Yeah, so when you walk in, it's within the first 7 feet.
Okay. And I see on the bottom it says a written copy of this is available upon request, right?
Yes.
Yep. And then I'm going to take a look at the next one. Here we go. Notice, New York City Department of Consumer Affairs requires that. Yeah, ours was definitely different. Yeah, the customer is entitled to written estimate. No repair work shall be done without authorization, and in most circumstances, the service dealer must return replaced parts. And that's also on the wall?
Yes.
Okay, and then this third one, which I've got to make a little bigger. Okay, this is...
that is from the Department of Consumer Affairs website. They would allow me to cure this violation, but they would not allow me to pay the fine. So I just wanted to show you that so you don't think I'm making it up.
Right.
Like I can't. There's no way for me to pay the $175 that's in the settlement that I sent you.
Right. Yeah.
It only allows me to do the cure.
It's just talking about the record status pending closure. All right. And then I think there was one more thing, one more item.
By the way,
and I lost it. Okay, let me go back. Here we go. How do I go back? Okay. Okay, and then there was another document, which I'm going to open now. Open. Okay, and this says settlement agreement. And it's under the New York City Consumer Affairs letterhead to respondent, and it says dated March 25, 2021, New York City Department of Consumer Affairs conducted an inspection of respondent on March 22 and issued the above summons. The respondent is current owner or tenant. All right. 3, respondent pleads guilty to all violations charged on the summons listed in the below chart and agrees to pay a settlement amount of $175, submit and comply with the cure certification below, or submit and comply with the cure certification and pay the settlement amount with cure certification. DCA must receive your payment at least 1 business day before the hearing date and must receive your cure certification within 30 days of the issuance of the summons. So you mentioned that you cured this yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah, and so you paid the $175 yesterday?
I have no way to pay. Yes, I have no way to pay. The website won't accept my payment, and they said that I can do that at the hearing. So the first thing that was told is if you cure it, the option exists for the DCA to just waive your fine and charge you $0. If that doesn't happen, then I can pay $175. But the main thing is I have 2 summonses. One I paid, but I don't have a way to pay this one online. There's no click pay, enter credit card.
Right.
So I'm happy to give you the $175 now.
Yeah. Inspector, are you still there?
I'm here, yes.
Okay, so...
And as you read each item that you saw...
I'm looking... The next line says, the respondent waives the right to a hearing and appeal on the summons by accepting the settlement. and agrees that it will be subject to higher penalties for any future violation of the same. If respondent is pleading guilty to, and this is in the way, unlicensed activity, which that's not what it is. All right, so none of that applies. And then it just says violations chart, and it says $175. Your payment and or submission of the QR certification constitutes proof that you plead guilty and agree to be bound by its terms. You will be subject to higher penalties for any future violation. And then this is the part that I don't understand. Settlement agreement is null and void on the day of your oath hearing for the summons identified above. And today is the day of the oath hearing.
Right.
So what I don't know what the published normal penalty is for this violation.
It sounds like this is an exception because the difficulties the respondent has had paying this online. So I guess this is where you, as a hearing officer, would have to make a
right, and that's
judgment call.
Right, because I'm reading this, for the first time. I don't know how familiar the inspector is with it, but and the best that I can see, it says that to accept it, submit and comply with the QR certification below, or, then there's an or. So it's either agrees to pay a settlement amount, submit and comply with the QR certification, or submit and comply. So I'm not quite, it's a little confusing to me. But DCA must receive your payment at least one business day before the hearing date.
I do, down in the car, you need?
And the date of the summons was March 22nd, so 30 days would be approximately April 22nd, and that is, we're past that 30 days, and you mentioned that you submitted the cure yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. So again, Inspector, I need your help here. If the settlement is, in your opinion, if the settlement is valid or not, which I will double check this myself later as well. And the other important thing is, what is the normal penalty for this violation?
I'm not familiar with the exact amount. However, I have to say, it looks like he didn't meet the criteria to cure. It went beyond the 30 days. And then by his own acknowledgement, the respondent is saying he wants to pay this online, but he couldn't.
Yeah.
So I guess this is where you have to make that call now.
Right, right. So, and that's what I'm hearing in this.
I have a question. Is there a picture, Mr. Lassman? A picture of these notices on the wall and to see the store, like a broad picture of the store and pictures at the same time?
I don't. Let me see if I can zoom out. I cropped that picture just in case the email attachment was small. One moment.
Yeah,
let me
because
see if I have another picture.
all it is just the that picture. All right. So respondent did miss the 30-day requirement for submitting a cure, and respondent did not submit settlement penalty before first hearing date, but he tried to pay online and would not be accepted. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, so it gives me the option to cure online, but it doesn't have the option to pay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not here because I didn't want to pay. I don't know how to.
No, I understand all that. I understand all that. It's just that, what I'm trying to determine is, basically, and I'm, I'll do more work on this before I write the decision, because I'm not that familiar. But from what I see on the face of it, according to the settlement agreement, you did not meet the criteria for the settlement agreement, so therefore that $175 is off the table. And now we can find out what the proper payment is. But they never told you that either, correct?
Correct. Yeah, the 175 is off the table because the website won't allow me to pay it. It only allows me to cure, but there's no button, there's no dialog box. So I received 2 summonses from the inspector, if he remembers, and one of them allowed me to pay, and I paid the $500 of that settlement agreement.
Okay,
but this one, there's no way for me to actually pay you, and I would have paid earlier if it was there.
Yeah, but let me explain something. As far as I understand, there's 2 things. A second requirement of this was to have submitted the cure no more than 30 days after the summons was issued, and it was issued on March 22nd. So you stated that you submitted the cure yesterday, and that is past 30 days from when the summons was issued.
I don't know if you remember. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, I still have, I'm just looking at what I'm seeing, but the second aspect is that it didn't, it doesn't require you to pay online. It just requires you to pay. So I don't know when the settlement, I didn't see it when it's stated, but, with something like this, let me see if it has the date of the settlement agreement on top. The date was March 25th. So you had the ability to either mail a check to the Department of Consumer Affairs or go there and pay in person. So for whatever reason, that it wouldn't accept it online, I don't know. I mean, there may be that, it was too close, or it may be that it was a glitch. I don't know.
Well, there just wasn't a box. There wasn't an option because this was when I spoke to the DCA on the phone. They said because this is a curable violation, that it's not going to give me the option to pay it. That I should cure it and then go to the hearing. When you go to the DCA office because of COVID, the collections department wasn't there yesterday or on Friday. So there was no way. So in person, they won't allow me to give them a check. Online, it wouldn't accept my payment. And on the phone, they said if I cure it, then if you accept my cure, it would be $0. And if you don't accept my cure, then it would be then I would have the opportunity to pay.
Okay, but this, the closest thing that I can compare this to, that I'm more familiar with, are fire violations, and they also have an ability to cure. So, but the cure date for a fire violation is about 2 weeks prior to the first hearing date. So, what would happen if somebody cured it and brought the proof to the fire department of the cure, the fire department then, looks at it and then issues a cure, and the person doesn't have to go to any hearing, even, but the hearing, which is usually about 2 days after the deadline, if they came in and said, I want to cure this now, it would be, unfortunately, it's too late. You cannot cure it. And only the fire department can rule if it's a valid cure. I would not be able to. And this policy sounds very similar to that, cure would have been immediate, pretty quickly. I don't even know. Well, it does have a deadline. The deadline was 30 days after the issuance of the summons.
I also received the settlement
Yeah.
agreement that I sent to you. I don't know if you remember this earlier, and I apologize for interrupting, but I received this thing in the mail on May 1st. I didn't know that I had a settlement offer for $175 until a few days ago. And like, I understand where you're coming from, and I respect it. And if there's a higher penalty to be paid, and if that's not an excuse, then I understand. I'm just explaining to you what happened.
I hear you, and I don't, I don't know what happened, and I'm trying to find out what the normal procedure is here. They may not have mailed it. It's very possible, but on time. But the settlement order is dated March 25, and if they mailed it then and you didn't get it till May 1st, that's a big problem. And for example, if it turns out by for whatever reason that the summons is going to be sustained, you always have the possibility to appeal, and you would be able to request the mailing records from DCA to see when they actually mailed this settlement agreement, to be able to show that it was mailed after it was already too late to to use it. But that I don't know. And the only thing, let's see, did I get, it's a problem too because I can't print anything, but
as part of my, excuse me, Your Honor, as part of my duties, it is to send evidence, photographic evidence. Can I forward those now?
Please. Yes. Yes. And would you send a copy to Mr. Rossman as well?
Of course.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm looking at the rest of this settlement agreement, and it goes beyond, what I had read, that if the cure certification was submitted timely, the settlement amount would have been $0. So there is definitely confusion here. Pay and or cure. Send the completed certification money order. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, and it says payment and cure options at the bottom of the form, and it says pay and or cure by mail, and it gives with a check or money order payable to DCA with the address, etc. Then 2, pay and or cure online, and it gives you the online address, and click pay fines under quick links for the directions for paying online. And it says to submit the cure certification online, you will need to register an account, and it tells you how to do that. And then there's a pay in person. Oh, say that this just arrived?
I'm trying to send the photographs, and I'm in Microsoft Dynamics. Trying to send the photograph.
Let me see if I can see it. Okay, not yet.
I'm inside Dynamics 365.
I'm sorry?
Yeah. Right. Packet.
I also attached the 2 Zoom zoomed out pictures that you had requested that shows the sign in context with the wall of the front of the store.
Okay. All right. That's good. So I haven't gotten that yet, but I'm sure it'll come in right away.
No. Okay. Today too? Okay, bye. Are you available for a hearing? Just having one. All right, bye. Let me know. I find it. So this is the one, 454. Just you click it.
Here we go. Okay, I finally found the correct penalty for 5-37, failure to comply with disclosure of refund policy payments. The first violation is shown that the penalty is $260. Okay, so that would have been, and then it goes up with the subsequent. Okay, so DCA penalty.
For one, so how many this will be enough. Yeah. So here it is. It's one. Nice, should be here. ACF. Okay, so we're gonna go here. Yeah. And this is oh, good. Record. Yeah, 2-1 and more. Just bear with me one more minute.
Mm-hmm.
Here. This is what I want. Just do it again. That's tough. Okay. Just first one. You want to impress me? What's the name?
Yeah. Typing so fast. I guess this is nap time. That's why I'm not being bothered for the moment. Which is good. Okay.
Oh my God.
Get rid of this. This. Okay, here I'm now. I see the documents you sent in, Mr. Rossman, on the walls, which is great. Let me see if I can open that up.
I'm having a nicer print shop do the refund sign so it looks as nice as the other one, because right now it's just on printer paper.
Right. Okay, so as much as it lets me enlarge it, because I can't print it, I do see those are two different walls, two different parts of the store.
No, that's one wall. That's two signs. Both signs are on the same wall.
Just different angles. Yeah, so
yeah,
that
that's when you walk
paper
in.
is your license. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, and I think okay, so those are good. And then I thought I saw something else. Oh, that was the other one that we already opened. Okay. Okay, so we were still expecting something from the inspector.
Okay, thank you for your patience. It should be arriving momentarily.
Okie doke. Did you see Mr. Rossman's pictures of the notices on the walls? On the wall?
Yeah, let me see. Let me open that now.
Yeah.
Is it in?
Sounds like I think the other email just arrived, and it did. Okay, so let's see. Let me open that, and that is download. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is the original summons that you sent. Okay, and okay, was there anything else that you sent with the summons?
There should be photographs.
I'm sorry?
No photographs? And when you scroll down, you'll see all the photographs.
Oh, now it's process. Okay, I had to click a number. Now we go.
Yeah, you'll see something of 12.
Yes,
A total
of
12 images.
There we go. Okay. So, and then this summons has 2 pages. Okay. And then these are just photographs of the inside of the store.
Yes.
I see desks. I see the walls and smoking signs, and I see the area where you posted the notice that wasn't there before, because it's where the no smoking and where the permit is. Okay, and then the outside. And these are a bunch of I can't read these documents, but I'll have to enlarge them. But it's all identifying the respondent's store. Okay. Okay. So did you see that, Ms. Rossman, the pictures that he has?
Let's see.
Your Honor, there was something that was a broader view of the store. I didn't get those pictures.
Okay. No. Were they sent to Mr. Rossman? Or
yeah, I see the PDF. This looks like this looks like our store here.
Oh, you did see it.
Yeah, I can see. So I see his pictures. That looks like my store. Yes.
Right. Okay, good. Okay. So
was there an email sent regarding the store with those signs that are now posted in the store? Were those emailed? Because I haven't received anything.
I'll email them to you. I have your email address now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The pictures that I received from you, Mr. Rossman, I actually from the inspector's pictures, I can actually see where they're posted now. There was a space that was empty, and now I see those. Yes,
it's next to the
policy.
Yeah, I have my
there. Yeah.
I have my license, my tax certificate of authority, my workman's comp insurance, a fire poster I think is up there, and then there's the refund policy as well as the sign on written estimates.
Right. Mhm. Correct.
We're going to have that printed out on the refund sign is going to be printed on a nicer looking piece of paper once the print shop gets it to us. They've just been slow since COVID. Because you can see the written estimate sign is professionally printed. It's not on a piece of printer paper. Right.
Well, that's good. And then be posted there with all the other documents, and be official looking. And anybody comes in again to inspect it, it'll be right in their view. And it also, I noted that at the bottom of each of those, it does say that copy is available just upon request, an individual copy.
Yes.
I don't know why anyone would require that, but I guess they have the right to. What you doing? One of them just woke up. Come here, you. You looking out the window? Huh? What's out there? What's out there? Hey, you just woke up.
Do you have a cat?
I have 3, yes.
I have 3 too. Mr. Clinton, Blackberry, and Oreo, and they're watching me.
Oh, really? They were watching you?
Yes.
I have
they must know that you have a cat.
Shayna. I have Shayna and Shelby. They are girls, and I have Charlie, who is an old and unfortunately sick man, but he's still doing okay. Yeah. And they are, they're just wonderful to have around.
That's nice. I'm a cat lover myself, but I don't own any.
Oh, no?
No.
Oh. Well, if you ever, that could always change.
Yeah.
But I always recommend to, go to a shelter or a rescue group. All mine, Shayna, I had 4 cats before. I called them my first family. I had 2, and then a friend couldn't keep hers, so I got 2 more. But then after the last one passed, and that was hard, and he was my heart boy. I got a call from the rescue group that I volunteered with, and they said, we have a cat that needs medication, has ringworm, and has to be in a place where no one can catch it. And she had been rescued from Egypt and sent over here from Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
So and she's beautiful. They're all beautiful.
All right, so I did see the photographs now posted on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Those are great signs, and it is his store.
Good.
That's fine.
Okay, so let me ask you. I mean, again, I'm gonna review this more carefully, but from what my first impression is that unfortunately it looks like that settlement offer is not going to be valid any longer. And what I see is the violation amount is $260. So what I'm asking, and I can't see it that well because it's so small, but is there are there any instances where mitigation is allowed?
No, like you said, once this item goes to a hearing, the section of law, the $260 figure sounds accurate and current.
Okay. All right. So that would be the, I'll look into it carefully, but it looks like at the most the penalty would be $260, and that will be come to you in my decision, which you should receive hopefully within a week and a half or so. I think that's what I've been hearing. Okay.
Okay, so it would be the $265, but so how do I go about paying that?
Well, it's $260, so you don't have to pay the extra $5. And on the back of the decision, as I understand it, it tells you how to pay, and I do believe that city pay is one of the options.
Okay.
Which is a good way to pay because then you have a permanent record.
I'm in this predicament because I never had a way to pay this. I don't know if you're aware of this, but to make payments at the DCA, if you show up there, they say it's by appointment only. You have to email to get an appointment. And when you email, if no one responds to you and you don't get an appointment, then you can't pay. Also, is there any way for you to see that I paid for my other summons, which is $500? Just because I know I'm probably pushing it here, and feel free to tell me to stop. But you from an intent point of view, you can see that I paid my other one, which is more money than this. It's $500. So I really did have every intention of paying the settlement. It's just I don't know. There was no way for me to actually pay this $175.
Yeah.
And the second thing I have. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I totally believe you. And why it didn't get accepted on the city pay, I do not know. It could have been a glitch, and that's always the problem with, that I'm learning because I can be a procrastinator sometimes. Is that in many things you can't wait for the last minute anymore because the computer could be down or this or that, and so. It could be something as simple as that. And I also, for example, when people have sent in material, let's say, to the fire department, and they wanted to mail it, I always tell them the best thing to do, especially if they're looking at a deadline, is send it overnight delivery. But at the very, very least, send it certified return receipt.
Now, the second question that I have for Inspector, I apologize for butchering your name.
pedagogical.
Yes.
Okay, I have one question. So my other summons that I had was for not having not having a Leads Online record of where I had purchased the two laptops that were for sale in the window. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember that.
Okay, so here's my question so that this is not violated going forward. So I have records in my system of those two machines. One of them was a customer that said, it's not worth fixing, keep it. When that happens and there's no purchase that takes place, what is my what should I do so that I'm in compliance with the law there? Would I enter it into Leads Online as a sale that was made at $0, or like how does that work?
So now you have a secondhand dealer license?
Yeah, so our policy, we don't purchase them. I don't know, because every single person that comes in, as you're probably aware, is trying to sell stuff that's stolen. So the only stuff that we sell is when a customer says, it's old, I don't want to fix it, you can just keep it. So we get people to just do that, and in our ticket system, we have confirmation that the customer said, you can just keep it. So I have that for the machine that's in the window. But I don't know, when the police came in, when Leads Online came out around 2015, they said, when you buy something from a customer, put it in this system. So those two machines weren't in Leads Online because we never purchased them. So if a customer just says, it's not worth fixing, it's going to cost too much, you can just have it, and then we end up refurbishing that machine 6 months later and we put it for sale, how do we properly document that? Because I don't have a Leads Online record for it since it was never purchased from the customer.
Step number one is to have the license. The second step is to then create a registration with the Leads Online. So you're registered with Leads Online now, correct?
Yeah, we're registered.
Good. So once an item like that stays in your store, create just create something that when it entered into the store, how did it come in? Take a picture, and also explain how it came into the store, how much it cost. This way you have a paper trail.
Okay, but if we didn't pay for it, then how would we record that in Leads Online?
I'm not hearing.
I'm sorry. I said if we did not pay for the device, then how would we record that in Leads Online? Do we just say $0 abandoned?
Yeah, anything that reflects the nature of the item that arrived into your store. That'll be fine. Take a picture of it. Include inside Leads Online the date and the time when it came in, and explain in a few words.
Yes,
and that's where you're covered.
Just what it is. Yeah, I wonder if it might be a good idea if someone does that again and say, okay, let me give you $1 for it, and you have a receipt for $1. I don't know if that would help or not.
If that's the true story, then fine, and you create the entry like that.
Okay, that makes sense. So I'll get
and if you have any questions, just call 800, the 800 number that Leads Online provides, and they can walk you through with any questions.
Okay, and for the $260, do I get notified by that via mail, phone call, email? I just want to make sure I don't miss the.
I'm going to be writing a decision, so you're going to get a decision in the mail. And by the way, let me just double check Shelby, stop biting me. Come here. And they have to sit on my papers. Okay. The address where the decision should go to, is that the address where the summons is addressed to?
Yes. Also, is there any electronic option, just because the mail has been so bad since COVID that I don't want to get this 2 months later once it's void? Is there any way to
No, you should probably receive it in about a week and a half. And I'm trying to let me see if my magnifying glass could show it, but it shows mailing address something West 27th Street, Manhattan. Is that 141 West? That's your correct address. Okay, and address to the store's name, right?
Yes.
Or I can put it to just your name.
It should go to the store's name. Just.
Yeah, they're actually the name respondent. Okay, all right. So So you should receive it within about a week and a half, maybe a day or two earlier, maybe a day or two later. after I write the decision, it gets reviewed pretty quickly, and then the administrative staff mails it out.
Okay. Is there anything else
Okay.
that's needed from me?
I think not, and I think you're fine now, at least with this violation, and because you've got that posted, and I don't know how DCA works, but I know, like, for example, sanitation. If you go on their website, you can, sometimes there's like summaries of what responsibilities you have in certain instances. So you could take a look at that every once in a while and make sure that you've got everything up to date.
Okay. Is there anything else you need from me, or is this the end?
No, I think we're all good. And, well, it looks to me, I'm in the back, but it looks like the sun is trying to come out, but I don't think it's going to come all the way out. But it's still nice out, and enjoy the rest of your day, and stay safe, gentlemen, okay?
Will do.
And then good luck to you. Thank you, Your Honor, for your time. And
That experience is why businesses want nothing to do with your city. And that is why I don't care. I don't care if I have 25% taken off my salary. I get comments saying, Louis, you make it less walk-in business. I don't care if I have 50% the walk-in business that I had before, as long as I never have to deal with those people ever again. And I don't. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.